Morning everyone. Today is Tuesday, April the 13th, and today we have 2 orders to pack and ship. But before we get into that, I kind of wanted to go over something that I touched on in yesterday's video about storage systems and storing inventory, things along those lines. So if you look here, we've got a bin, and these bins came from Goodwill. All of these, let me kind of pan around so you can see them. All of these little totes came from Goodwill. They just randomly had them there. This tote down here too. These 2 totes over here. They had them there, and so I didn't pay retail price for them. I paid Goodwill price for them, which was cool because I saved money and everything, and it seemed like a great idea at the time. But the problem I run into is the fact that whenever something sells and I take it out of this bin here, it all ends up on the floor over here, just like you saw yesterday. And then today I came in and cleaned up before I started shooting this video, but it's all back in there. And this is primarily the one that I pull from. So what I think I need to do is I need to figure out a way to kind of break this down into something smaller. I need to find some smaller boxes or something along those lines, and maybe label the boxes or something, like an inventory system of some kind. I don't know, still haven't quite figured it out, but this worked really good in the beginning, just because I didn't have that much stuff. But now as I get more stuff and I'm trying to grow, it's not bad, it still works. It's just, it's eating up time. It's not efficient. It doesn't work. Trying to dig everything out of there to find something at the very bottom of the bin to ship off, and then having to put everything right back on top of it. It's kind of like a giant toy box. I'm not a child that's trying to take all my toys out and then turn around and just throw them all back in there. That's not efficient and doesn't work. Alright, so with that being said, let's go ahead and get the 2 items pulled, and obviously one of them's coming from there, but and we're pretty lucky in the fact that it's on the side. I kind of have the box somewhat organized. Somewhat. So the first thing we got is going to be this K&N Air Filter. Picked this up at Goodwill. I think I paid like $5 for it. It's sold for $40, so decent little amount of profit in there. And then the next thing we got is going to be these DC shoes. I actually haven't had these, but maybe a week. They're pretty clean. They've got a couple little marks on the bottoms, but not too bad. I actually paid $9.99 for these, and they also sold for $40, so not too bad. A couple of decent sales. I don't know for sure if they're going to fit in a shoebox, but we're going to try. We're going to try a shoebox, and then I think the air filter will fit in a $10.92 box. So we'll get this stuff downstairs and start working on getting it packed up, and we'll see what happens. Alright, so just in case you couldn't see it very well earlier, it's just a K&N Air Filter. I think it's a washable, reusable performance air filter for some Chevrolet vehicles. It was in the listing, I'm not really sure. I checked both these. The shoes almost always go priority, and this weighed enough to where by the time I boxed it, it was going to need to go priority mail. Anything over a pound's got to go priority. So this is a 1092 box. I've already folded it. It's got these little sticky tabs on the end. You just peel it. I'm going to come back. Actually, this one I'd already put a piece of tape on, and I've already put a little bit of packing paper on the bottom of it. I'm just going to set the air filter in there. And I'm going to line the edges with some packing paper. Keep it from bouncing from side to side. This box is a little big. I'll keep it protected that way. Just open up. Right down there. Now I kind of got it like that to where it's not going to bounce side to side. It's kind of in the middle. It's protected by the boxes, protected by paper. And think it's alright. So get that one sealed up and get a label on it and get it shipped. There we go. Alright, so these shoes, this here is a priority mail shoe box. Now all these, this and the 1092, if you create a profile and go on the USPS website, you can get these boxes for free and you can use them for anything as long as you're doing priority mail. You just got to use these boxes for shipping priority mail. There's like an agreement or something that I think you got to click, like I agree or something along those lines. Shoes are pretty cut and dry. Most shoes fit in here. Again, just packing paper. On the bottom. The shoes ultimately will go in the box like so. I think they'll fit. Let's see. Put that one in first. This one. Yeah, I fit in there. Put a little piece of packing paper on the top, and they'll be good to go. Awesome. So that's packing shoes and an air filter. Air filter was pretty standard size. Rewind. Alright, so had the shoes in the shoe box and they fit in there. They actually fit in there nice and snug. A little bit of packing paper in the bottom, a little bit in the top. Got it all taped up and everything. Weighed it. Came out to 2 pounds. 2 ounces, so I just rounded it to 2 pounds 4 ounces. Plugged the information into eBay to print my shipping label off, and it was going to cost me $15.96 to ship these shoes. They're going to Alaska. So the other options available were a regional A box, which was going to be cheaper, which would have been $12.27. But these shoes were not going to fit in a regional A box. And then the option I ended up going with was the, let me get rid of this box here, the priority mail medium flat rate box, one rate for any weight up to 70 pounds, I believe. To Alaska, a flat rate box is going to cost me $13.34. It was a savings of like $2.50 on shipping. So something to pay attention to. Make sure you have the shipping supplies. There's been times where I didn't have the right box and ended up having to pay the 15, 16 bucks this way because I didn't have this way to go this way, and it cost me 2 or 3 bucks. 2 or 3 bucks. Not a big deal at the end of the day, but if you do that, 10 times a year, that's 20, 30 bucks. And any small business knows that 20, 30 bucks is 20, 30 bucks when you're trying to keep a business afloat. So, long story short, this time I had the correct shipping supplies. I try to keep a variety of boxes on hand, and it took me a little bit of time because I had to take it back out of that box. Wish I'd realized it was going to Alaska prior to boxing it. I might have looked into this, but gonna save about $2.50 on shipping going with a medium flat rate box. More often than not, the flat rate box is not going to save you money, but in this case it did. It's going to Alaska, so yay for me. Alright, so we're in the truck, we got everything packed. I'm going to make my first attempt at taking y'all into the wild with me. Let's see how this works out. Alright, so I just walked out of Goodwill. When I got here, there was no parking up front, so I didn't get a picture of that, and I know all the footage from inside is going to be pretty much worthless because the music was loud and things along those lines. I did find 4 items, spent a total of $12. And $12. Focus. Okay, it's not going to focus. Alright, $12. Got this meat tenderizer. That's personal use. I found this Nike baseball glove, though. It's a 12-inch right-handed throw. So, not really sure on that one. Sold comps on that one were like 20 bucks plus shipping. I think I paid $4 for it, so that's not bad. And then I got a couple of Fire King pieces that've got this wheat on the outside of it. I don't think it's real hot sellers, but paid $1.99 for the small one and $2.99 for the bigger one. Exact same thing, 2 casserole pieces. So all in all, not too bad, I don't guess. We'll see. We'll get this stuff home cleaned up. So 12 bucks for 4 pieces. One's personal. It's actually, this is for a family member actually. So, and then the baseball glove might actually be the find of the day. I don't know. We'll see. We'll take it home, get it all clean, get it listed, and see what happens with it. Alright, so we got everything dropped, packed. We picked up a few things at Goodwill. Nothing significant, I don't think. I don't think it's going to be any out of the park type items, but we spent a total of $12 on 4 items. One was that meat tenderizer for a family member. Those 2 Fire King casserole dishes. Looking at those, there's some up there that are for sale, but we'll put them up for sale. We'll just have to see what happens. We might have to stop getting Fire King stuff. As cool as it is, it's vintage and everything, it doesn't look like it just moves all that well. The baseball glove, I think I can get like 20-25 bucks, maybe 30 for it. It has a sticker in it that says $50 brand new, and it doesn't look like it's hardly been used. So we'll get that dusted off and put up pictures taken, put up for sale, and see how we go. Now that all that's done, let me run through today's numbers for you, and yeah, let me just run through today's numbers. Gross sales today were $89.98. For total cost of goods, the stuff that we sold, what it cost us was $12.96. So that leaves us with $77.02. eBay fees were $11.66. That leaves us with $65.36. And shipping costs were $21.93, which leaves us with $43.43 after all fees, shipping, cost of goods, after the total sales. That's a profit margin today on the 2 items sold for 48.2%. We were able to save a few bucks. It was at $2.60 I think it was, by shipping the shoes in a flat rate box instead of a shoe box. Those were going to Alaska. I think it's my first thing going to Alaska. So yeah, that's pretty much going to do it for me today. If you've enjoyed the video, please like, subscribe, thumbs up. If you've got any questions, concerns, comments, leave a comment down below. We'll be happy to try to respond. And honestly, believe it or not, criticism, good, bad, or indifferent, is actually welcomed at this point. We'll take it all. We'll just see how it goes. That's it for me today. I'm done. But I do have some bonus footage that does not include looking at me. I have bonus footage of the kittens coming out of the box playing. So, if you don't want to look at me anymore and you want to look at kittens, watch the next like 2 minutes of the video. If you don't want to see kittens, shut it off now. We're done. Have a nice day, everyone. Take care. Been trying to catch these guys all day long coming out of the box. Now all of a sudden they want to come out. I'm gonna run and go grab the camera real quick. And then this whole time I got Mama down here at my feet. So there's that one. It looks just like Mama. It's black and white, black with white paws. And you got this one here in the box. Can't even see it, I don't think. At least I can't see it here. And then you got this little guy running up. That other one's solid black, so through the lens of this, or through the screen on this camera, I can't even see him coming out.
don't know what it'll be like when I actually look at it on the video. There we go. That one's definitely the most adventurous of the three of them. Oh, look, he's gonna try to climb. And we're done. No, here we go. Wait, no, going back in the box. And I'm tired now. I'm going back to bed. Alright, everyone. Have a great day.